Show. How we doing, boys? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. Good, mate.
Good. You?
Boys, before we get
How about you big TV star?
Oh, no, well, not yet. It's not been released yet. They probably can it yet. But more bigger than that, I've got, before we go any further, massive question to ask you all. Well, not even all of you, in fact. Just, Stephen, where can I get a copy of the magazine?
Oh, my God. Are you still getting asked that, Stephen?
On the Subbuteo online newsletter. Once this show goes out, you'll be able to get a digital copy.
Hey!
For free, isn't it? Isn't it free the first one?
I'm giving it. Yeah, I'm just giving the first issue away free.
But it's reduced, isn't it? Or is it the full? Is it the full thing, or is it a reduced version of?
It's slightly reduced,
but
also slightly updated as well. So
okay,
yeah,
cool. And people can get that. Just to remind everyone again, Stephen, so we don't have to go over it again. Where can they get that?
Subbuteo.online. Head to that. Sign up for the newsletter. It's on that.
Yeah.
So, boys, now we've got that out of the way. We'll come back to it again later, I'm sure. But this week we're going to be talking about the worst Subbuteo kit, figure, however we want to word it. But before we go into that, I think we should touch on the controversy that we created last week with, actually, out of all the videos we've done, in that 2-week time period, our video on solo play is the second most viewed video in its first 2 weeks. But it seems we may have caused a little bit of controversy. Not intended to. I mean,
but how did we do? How though? Is it just because people disagree with people's opinions, or they just disagree with how we?
People were expecting us to sell it a lot more, and we didn't. I think me and Watsie maybe got most of the.
I think we also. Lots of people expect us to go more into detail about how people play and the different rules and that sort of thing, but we don't know those, so it's very difficult for us to do that.
It was almost us looking from the outside, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We don't know. Like, everybody has different rules, so it's hard to promote something when we don't know what we're promoting. You know, it's hard for us to say you're allowed 3 flicks or you're allowed 4 flicks or no defense, or it's hard to say.
If you watched all of our episodes and you're still surprised that we don't know stuff, then there's no hope here.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. The thing is with Subbuteo solo play is that, like Stephen said, everyone plays their own version of. Usually, it's what you grew up playing. So my version of how I play solo when I play my league is basically kind of a hybrid or evolved version of what I watched my dad play when I was growing up. So my version of solo play is going to be completely different to probably everyone else's and how they have their rules.
I'll tell you what we should do. Open invitation. Phil, is it Phil that runs the Alive and Flicking group?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
We'll put an invitation out to him now. In a few weeks, couple of weeks down the line, next show after that, we'll get Phil on. Because Phil knows everything about solo Subbuteo, because he runs that group and he asks people so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get him on and he can explain it probably to us better than anyone.
That could probably explain other people's ideas, yeah.
Could be like Dragon's Den.
I'm out. That's what you could get him to do, actually. We could get him to put forward people's rules and then we decide whether we like them or we don't like them and whether we're going to invest in them.
Because we are now a self-appointed authority on solo Subbuteo.
But we're really not. This is the thing.
What we can do is we can put the rules, print them out, put them in the box set.
Yeah, but the rules that we pick as the best ones?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Oh, I tell you what. Talking to the box set, I know I haven't done my bit yet. I've
procrastinated as well. I've had a lot of stuff go on at work, but I'm taking a little break at work soon, so I'll start cracking the whip and rounding stuff up. So the box set is happening. It will happen. We will make it happen. Next week, I'll start getting on and chasing everyone for bits.
Also, what I will do as well, because I finally got round to getting my posters sent for print. So what I can do, if we do get an Astro in a tube, I will put a poster in there as well.
Oh, nice. We just need a donation. If anyone's got an Astro they want to donate, it's for charity. It's a good cause.
It is for charity.
It's for charity.
We need to sort out what charity we're going to do as well. I know we've had little brief conversations that we just need to organise ourselves, to be honest with you. The trouble is, we're all doing so many different things at the moment. It's all a bit mad. Like, you've been on TV. I've just started a new job.
Not yet.
All right. Well, you have, but you haven't. You're a big megastar now. You've taken bookings for Loose Women and
Loose Women.
This morning, Soccer AM. You've had a call from.
Loose Women are good playing solo, so they are.
Wow.
Just on that note about Soccer AM, I watched Soccer AM for the first time in years the other day. It's so bad.
Can I say something? It's so bad, but it's actually. I like Jimmy Board. I actually enjoy him.
I don't mind it if you don't think about the old version. If you just see it as a completely separate program, then it's watchable.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's quite good.
You know what I don't like about it? It's all lads, woo, lads, woo, and the lads, woo. It's just like, calm down, like just do it.
I have, to be honest with you, I haven't seen it. I do like Jimmy Bullard though. I think Jimmy Bullard is a very, very funny bloke.
Peter Hooton from Farmers on it. Peter Hooton from Farmers on it, and he managed to get a Subbuteo mention out.
Oh, did he?
Did he? About the album cover?
That's it. You saw it as well, but they completely just passed over it. They was like, "All right," and then carried on talking about something else.
That's a chance.
Who even presents it now? Who presents it?
I don't know. Is it Fenners?
Fenners.
Oh, Fenners does it. Jesus.
What's his name?
Fenners is one of the originals.
I mean,
he was one of the original sort of extras, Fenners, with Tube.
But what's his name?
Fenners.
What is his actual name?
It's all Tubes. No one's got a name on it. It's all lads. Woo, lads, woo, up the lads, woo.
Fenners, Tubes, Sheephead. Sheephead used to do the weather. It used to be. I used to watch it religiously when I was sort of like a teen, like when. Yeah, with Lovejoy and Chamberlain. It used to be good.
Bonus time, and it's definitely a bonus feature.
Nah, and also on Soccer Rep. Do you remember the Soccer Rep?
Yeah, you can't do that now.
Right, yeah, I know you can't, but you know, Natalie Sawyer.
Natalie Sawyer, she was one, yeah.
She was a Soccerette before she got on Sky. That was like her first TV appearance. She was a Soccerette in her Brentford shirt before she made it on Sky Sports News.
So if we put on Sky, we need to get on as a Soccerette on Soccer AM.
Hey?
So we need to get ourselves a Soccerette.
What have we been up to? What's been going on? Calum, what have you been doing? What's been going on in your Subbuteo world?
Oh, not a lot, mate. Like I said, I have finally, the posters are getting printed. What day is it today? Tuesday. They should be getting printed Thursday, Friday. There is going to be a number of green ones and a number of white ones. So both colours are available. As I said, they are both different artworks as well. So the bases and stuff are different on each colour. So some people wanted one of each, and I was thinking to myself, it's just the same poster in different colours. So I wanted to make them look different. So I did like reverse bases and stuff on the others. But apart from that, mate, not a lot. I've only had one day to do Subbuteo stuff, and that was Saturday. And I had a choice between recording or getting another month of WTS Club stuff painted. So I was doing that instead of recording. But hopefully, this Saturday's cup final. This Saturday's a write-off as well because I'm working in the morning and it's cup final in the afternoon. So yeah, for me, as I sort of thought it would, it's really kind of slowed down because I just haven't got the time because I've just started obviously doing fitness and PT stuff, mate. What about yourself apart from being on TV, Stu?
That's it, mate. Apart from that, was going down to meet the guys at Bargain Hunt, which was a great laugh. Should be on in August. We're gonna do a special episode, aren't we? About the Bargain Hunt. We'll get Tim back on. Honestly, we're gonna watch the whole episode. We watch the whole. I want to see the whole thing, start to finish. And we'll just have a laugh. I won't spoil too much because I'm going to put it in the next issue of Stephen's magazine. But the funniest bit about it was twice Charlie Ross called me Steve. And only once did the director go, it's not his name. Please tell me it's in there. Please tell me it's in there if you get the wrong name. I really do. Well, I think we're going to try.
He's more old school, isn't he? He's probably been reading the blog instead of watching the YouTube channel. So he's
see?
What it is. Or they ordered the wrong guy. They wanted Stephen and they got you on his day. I didn't get looking at me weird. I weren't who he thought he was. That's amazing. But yeah, so we're gonna do a special ep. We are gonna do a special episode, aren't we? It'll be like Gogglebox. It'll be like Gogglebox, but Bargain. I have to think of a clever name for it, and we'll do a watch along with Tim on as well. It'll be good.
Yes, definitely. Watsie, what's been going on over your side of the water?
Not away, lad. So painting, usual, and then the show's coming to an end the next couple of weeks for the season ending. So we are going to go for a live show on the Sunday to tie in with the end of the football season.
What, this Sunday or next Sunday?
No, the 23rd. So we're going to start recording live on Twitter and YouTube at 4:00.
Are you both going to be together?
Yeah, we're going to come. Well, restrictions. We think restrictions are lifting next weekend. So we're actually going to have a Subbuteo competition in my house here. Start at 1 in the afternoon, play the competition, and then try and tie in the final game for 5 o'clock, and then have it live on the show as well. So something different. So cut back to the game, and then with the final scores coming in the football, we can work out who won the fantasy football. So hopefully it all works.
Going to be on the drink.
Yeah.
I'm only tuned in at the beginning and at the end. I'm going to snapshot the sober start of Martin and then Martin at the end.
If it's anything like the Christmas episode we done, it's going to be a disaster. The two of us are drinking homebrew wine, and we're like squinty at the end of it and everything. And we had about 10 guests on one night. It was mental. Yeah, so that's it.
That sounds great.
The studio painting's going slow. I've got a dog now, so it's a bit of a nightmare. And you've gone
down the old dog route as well.
Yes.
Well, Stephen along in the old dog route.
Yeah.
Is that Henrik Larsson I can see in the background on the wall there, mate?
Toffee Art painted that.
Wow.
Canvas. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. What a player Henrik Larsson was, by the way. What a player.
He was
absolute mustard, mate.
I absolutely love that era of Scottish football. Absolutely brilliant. When Celtic and Rangers had top players.
That's when Gaza
they had really good players.
Brian Laudrup as well.
Rangers were stacked with players as well. That's what made it good.
I don't think I can name a Celtic or Rangers player nowadays.
It's the same with most same teams. You go outside of the Celtic and Rangers, you struggle to say who their best players are. You know that way. Maybe you can go through
the last couple of days because you're going to be getting B teams, aren't they, in the lower leagues next season?
Yeah, well, they talked about that a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, they've actually done it for next year, but I don't a lot of the clubs don't like it, do they? So.
But it's a stepping stone for them to get them into maybe when they get up as far, even if they get that far, League 2 or something, then that's maybe when
they're not allowed to get promoted, are they? They can't get promoted or relegated.
So what's the point?
Yeah, that's where everyone's moaning about.
So what league are they putting them in then?
It's the one under League 2. I don't know enough about the Scottish Pyramid.
The Lowland League, is it?
The thing is, it works. That system works quite well in Spain, but they don't have as many clubs because obviously a lot of clubs have got B teams. I was looking up. I was looking at German football the other day, and St. Pauli actually only made it into the Bundesliga for the first time out of the third division to the second division because Werder Bremen's B team weren't allowed to get promoted. So it does work in other countries as a way of making it work. But
I have two fun facts about B teams.
Go on then.
The first one is Real Madrid once faced the B team in the Spanish Cup final.
Did they really?
Spanish Cup final.
Yeah. And after that, well, I think early 90s, they got banned from being able to get to the final or into the tournament, I think. But yeah, they played the youth players. And the other one was there's a German team, and I can't remember which one it is, but they got relegated, which meant that the second team, the B team, also got relegated automatically because they couldn't be in the same division. And they had the third team or a junior team, which also got relegated because of it. And got pushed down.
A bit of a domino effect.
Yeah. I can't remember. It was like Kaiserslautern or someone like that, but I can't remember who it was. But
Kaiserslautern used to be really good. Like when I was younger, they were like a top div side. Now, like I don't even know what division they're in.
What's their kit like?
I want to say it used to be like a red, possibly Kaiserslautern.
It's quite a rare lightweight because it's red with a bit of white on as well. It's a bit of an unusual pattern.
Red with a bit of white. Yeah. Is it like a cross on it?
My main problem is 763.
763.
Oh yeah, it's got a bit of blue on as well.
Oh, I tell you, 764 is nice as well.
£200.
Yes.
So, Stephen, what have you been getting up to? What's been going on? Have you managed to source any more copies of 001?
How can I get that?
I think
I'm going to get the magazine.
You do know, even when issue 2's out, we're still going to be asking for issue 1.
Oh, we're still going to be asking on issue 4, 5, 6.
The joke's on you because
how do I get hold of number 1?
When issue 2 launches, there's going to be an option to buy issue 1 and issue 2 in a bundle.
Oh, what, in the same, like 2 separate ones, or will it be like a bumper edition?
2 separate ones. It's just you can order both of them.
You heard it here first, everyone. No more going on Subbuteo online group and asking the question.
We ask these questions, everyone, so you don't have to. We cover the important
stuff. We are like the best.
Seriously though,
good version of Jim.
I advertised that magazine for 6 months. Nobody asked about it. Anyway.
No, but it is. But we do find out about it. It is still one of the best. It's easily the best Subbuteo publication I've ever seen. So it is definitely worth getting. But stop asking Stephen where you can get it because he's told you enough time.
Well, it's on fair with this.
Issue 2 is going to be great. Got some really, really good interviews with proper Subbuteo people.
Whoa! What are you trying to say about us, Stephen? That's a little bit of a dig, isn't it?
No, as opposed to like celebrities and things like that. Loads of really historical things. It's going to be a massive.
You need to say we're not.
Stu's been on the TV, mate.
Bargain hunt.
Stu's writing about bargain hunt for it.
So I'm the proper people he's talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Right.
I've got a really big feature on Subbuteo heavyweights, loads of history, how things happen, some rare kits, loads of bits that you hopefully haven't heard before as well. So that should be really good.
Yes, because you sent me a cheeky message the other day saying you had possible transcripts from interviews. Are you using that in the magazine? Is that why you've not sent them to me yet?
Bits and pieces. I haven't got them yet, but I will send them when I get them. But yeah,
can't wait for those.
Transcripts of people who painted Subbuteo in Kent. Some of the biggest experts on heavyweights have helped out. It should be a really good feature. So that's come along nicely. And the Subbuteo Cricket Group is the nicest place in the whole Subbuteo community. They've been brilliant, helping out some great videos as well on that.
I need to get in that just so I can start to feel good about the world of Subbuteo again. Because quite frankly, this week, from what I have seen of it, and I haven't been on the socials that much, it's just been an absolute mess again. A lot of infighting and
I think as
ridiculous arguments kicking off.
This week's host, I think we should ignore it this week.
We're keeping the Subbuteo show nice and happy place.
We're going to be moaning enough, aren't we?
YouTube channel started yet?
We are, yeah.
No,
sorry,
sorry,
Steve.
The YouTube channel's probably going to launch alongside issue 2 because there's going to be a lot of stuff that supports what's in issue 2.
Every other page is going to say like, share, and subscribe. It's what I would do if it was my magazine.
I know, yeah, I know you would.
Yeah. Just make sure in my bit as well, you've got the links to all my links as well, mate.
I've already got the first few videos sorted, but I'm just gonna get a good backlog and then launch them.
Yeah, nice. So shall we get on to the?
Yeah. So should we go? We'll go back to what we did originally with the whole. We choose one each and then we vote at the end, and then Calum gets the ump.
Oh, mate, to be honest with you, I don't actually care. I don't actually care who wins.
So we're not going to choose. We're each going to choose what we think is the worst Subbuteo kit, or the way I sort of looked at it was the worst kit transferred to Subbuteo, because some kits could look nice but crap on Subbuteo. That's the way I.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, I like it.
Who wants to kick off?
I'll get going.
Cool.
Awesome.
I got one suggestion on Twitter. I only put it on today, and the one suggestion I got was for Chelsea third kit 2019 to 20 season. It's like a orange and blue.
That's salmon. Yeah.
But did they make it?
But I don't know. I don't know if they made it in Subbuteo. It looks like a decal kit. So that's the only suggestion I got. The suggestion I was going to put forward would have been Coventry away 1974, I think it might have been. The all brown kit.
Okay, brown. Yeah.
But again, I'm not sure if it was made in Subbuteo.
I don't think they did.
No,
I don't think they actually have officially made it. They made 206, which was the home version, but in heavyweight, for sure, unless they special ordered it, you could have special ordered it.
No, I don't think it was ever made. So that was my initial thought, but I ended up changing it because I'm sticking to brown kits. I don't like brown kits. I don't get them. And I'm just trying to find out the official.
Doesn't Disney use a certain type of brown on its doors so you don't look at them?
Apparently, yeah. I've seen this on TikTok.
How horrible brown is that I don't. Yeah.
Pretty sure I've seen this on TikTok the other day. Yeah, it kind of makes the doors and stuff seem invisible.
Oh, he's not turned you to TikTok, has he?
We must have watched the same video.
I love a bit of TikTok. Mate. It's so good. You need to get on it. It's just a really good way to waste. Other than watching this,
it's today.
No, it's too
kids today.
I don't know what I'm getting, but everything I get's like a porno.
Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it.
That's based on your cookies, mate. That's your problem.
Get me off this. Get me.
He said, "Get me off it." Oh no! Get me off it. Oh no!
Like, click, subscribe.
Back to the video looking kits.
Go on, mate.
Mets. 483 Mets. It's a brown
FD
with white shorts and brown socks.
Is it not maroon?
It's like a maroon, but it's horrible.
483.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a particularly nice maroon, that is it. It's not like the lovely maroon of Hearts or anything like that. It's
It's interesting you've said that, because I was just looking through my responses, and Espresso Legs, possibly one of the best Twitter names ever. Espresso Legs. He said the Maroon Hearts kit. So someone agrees with you there.
27?
483.
Not Ref 20. Oh, is he on about that Hearts kit, not Ref 27?
He doesn't say. He just says Maroon Hearts.
Okay.
Hearts.
do you know that lightweight 483? It looks like somebody was trying to paint red with a black trim, and they've got the paints mixed up on the brush, and the red is a bit darker with bits of black in, and it's just
It's minging. It's not like It's not like claret and blue. It's not like a Villa kit. It's like.
Is it a machine paint or is it a hand paint job?
Machine paint, the one I'm looking at.
Machine. So that's.
Why then? Crapping it.
That's mine. I was going to go with something. I don't like kits that are squares. You know, checkered squares, big checkered squares.
Really?
Like, is it Grimsby? Like blue and white opposites.
Oh, Bristol Rovers.
Oh, Bristol Rovers.
Rovers.
Or Rimini. You got the Rimini version, which is 257, I believe.
There's also a blue and yellow. Is it Verona or somebody like that?
For me,
I guess it's a lightweight.
Yeah, lightweight.
They look like rugby kits. That's why I never liked them.
Oh, I love that Bristol kit. I got that in lightweight a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely love it.
I like the Blackburn Rovers kit because it's half and half. I like the half and halves, but I don't like the four because see where we grew up. Rugby, we didn't play rugby, so rugby was like an elite sport. So if you went to a big school, a fancy school, you played rugby. So people that played rugby all wore them kits, and that kit reminds me of the snobby posh kids that looked down their nose at you when we were kids. So I was trying to get that kit. So every time I seen that kit on the Ensley First Division show on a Saturday night, I was like, get that kit.
Wow.
The Ensley, we are tell what we've gone back into. The Ensley division.
We've gone from TikTok to Ensley. Wow.
Ensley League One.
And that's where the Subbuteo show can go. You know what I mean? You're on the edge of your seat, guys. If you're not watching or listening. Sorry, mate.
It's the football podcast you didn't know you needed.
Yes, because we will literally talk about literally we can just tangent off. And sometimes we tangent based off of a tangent as well. We can go anywhere. The Ensley League. Do you know what's a bit random, right? Talking about like sponsors of leagues and divisions. For ages and ages and ages, right, I didn't know that Carling was the sponsor. I just thought it was like a posh word that they just put in between the FA Carling Premiership. I thought the Carling was like a big, when I was a kid, I thought it was like some big descriptive word. And then I want to say, did it go from Carling to Barclays? Sure, that was the change. And it wasn't until then really that I went, oh.
It's never been the Barclays FA Cup, has it?
No, I'm not Premier League. It was the FA Carling Premiership when I was growing up.
Yeah. Barclays first, I think, wasn't it? Barclays Premier League, I remember.
No, I think it was Carling before
Barclays. It was definitely Carling before Barclays.
Was Barclays not the lower divisions? Barclays League One, no?
Yeah.
Barclays Premier League was definitely Premier League. Coca-Cola took divisions from Nationwide.
Let's have a look.
Carling was definitely a Premier League sponsor.
Oh, it was the Barclays Football League up to '92. Then it was Ensley, and at the same time Carling came in, and then Barclay.
Yeah, so Carling was Premier League, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then Barclay Card, and then Barclays came into the Premier League.
Yeah. So they were both.
So Barclays was division before the Premier League. Barclays sponsored it. Then the Premier League started, and Carling got the Premier League, and then Ensley got the lower league, and then. So Nationwide took it from Ensley, didn't they? Because it used to be stand up if you're Nationwide. That was like, or you're going down to Nationwide. Oh, see, football songs back in the day.
And then Coca-Cola as well.
And what, like to me, the conference will always be the Vauxhall Conference.
Yeah,
the Vauxhall Conference.
It's when people start going on about Vanarama or whatever it's called now.
Yeah, the Vauxhall Conference, mate.
It's the Vauxhall.
What about
the also Windshield Trophy?
So you called it the Windshield. I called it the LDV Vans.
LDV Vans?
To me, it's the LDV Vans trophy.
What trophy are you talking about?
The lower league cup, like the one that's only between like League 1 and 2, or
the FA trophy? Is it the FA trophy?
It might be called that now, yeah. If it was the Auto Windshield Cup,
I know
it.
And I know it.
It's the Papa John's Pizza Trophy, no?
Van. It was also the Johnston's
Trophy.
It was also
box.
What about
the Johnston's Paint? It was the Johnston's Paint Trophy at one point as well, because Saints won it when it was the Johnston's Paint.
Do you know the National League?
I think
Vauxhall National League.
Was the Johnsons.
Before it was the Vauxhall Conference. It was the Gola League.
Was it?
Yeah, Gola.
League
Who remembers Ford Monday Night Football?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
Was Nissan? Nissan used to have their own one as well, didn't they? I'm sure Nissan had one day.
Sunday and Monday, didn't they?
It's Renault now.
Ford Super Sunday.
Ford Sunday Football. Ford Super Sunday.
But now you get football every night. Now you've got because it used to be MNF, didn't it? And it was Monday Night Football. Now you've got FNF, SNF.
Oh, it's Renault now, is it?
I have no idea. All these abbreviations. I just still know everything as Sunday football, Monday night football.
Yeah.
All these silly abbreviations.
Because they play football every night. So when we played Newcastle the other day and absolutely got battered, it was FNF. It was Friday Night Football. I don't know who sponsored it. I think it is Renault. I think Watsie's right. I think Renault are like
abbreviation stuff like FNF and like calling the Premier League the EPL and that. It's so American.
Oh, I hate that's where it comes from though, because the American NFL has like Monday Night Football and it's a massive event. Do you know what I mean? And that's how they do it. So it's basically
a matter of time before we have a little red and blue symbol of a footballer in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like the logo, honestly.
I seen someone the other day mock up. You know, Aguero scored that goal against Crystal Palace. I seen someone the other day make a silhouette of his action kicking it. It was like, how good would this be as the new Premier League logo? And I'm like, no. Just leave the logos as they are. Stop messing around. Have you seen the New England one or the new Football England one?
No.
Oh yeah, but they're not using all the actual.
No, it's not going to be a kit one. It's just kind of like
I saw something about them changing the 3 lions.
Yes, but it's not on the shirt.
If they're using it for like the youth and that sort of thing and the grassroots stuff, I don't mind because it's a male, female, and a cub on it, and it looks quite good. It's quite a nice thing. But why would you do a new badge if you're not changing the badge on the kit? And now they've got 2 badges going on at the same time. It's a bit of a strange one.
Because there's this desire for rebranding, isn't there? Columbus Crew in America have just done it. Inter Milan,
disaster.
They've done
Columbus Crew.
That Columbus Crew badge is horrible, isn't it?
Columbus.
I mean, you've seen the new.
I will make the argument that every single rebrand that Subbuteo has ever done has been a step in the wrong direction.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, most rebrands are, but a lot of it is trying to make it more digital friendly, isn't it? So a lot of teams make their badge easier to play. Everton. You actually started writing Everton on it. Like West Ham have put London on theirs. It's like
West Ham are slowly becoming a pro evolution team, though, aren't they? Like
they are, yeah.
They play at the London Stadium. Right? They play at the London Stadium. Their badge has just become the most generic badge ever. Like,
the West London Claret.
Yeah, soon it'll be called East London. It's only a matter of time. Anyway, we've really deviated.
Yeah. East London
What
FC.
Are you throwing forward as your first kit? Are you throwing Hearts through?
I'm throwing Mets, FC Mets, but Hearts I'd say would go. I'll go Hearts because I don't like Hearts.
What one are you going Hearts? What one? 483.
483. The Jam Hearts.
You know what? I remember FC Mets because that's where Robert Piers came from. That's why I remember FC Mets because I put them in my Subbuteo league based pretty much solely on the fact that Piers was really good. And I thought, Mets.
Perez' career was unbelievable. But it was ruined by Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Henry destroyed Robert Perez.
I would say his career was ruined by his massive dive to make Arsenal invincibles. If he hadn't done that dive, Arsenal wouldn't be invincible.
Yeah, but he
wasn't that against Leicester? No, was it
we weren't. Portsmouth, I think. We weren't Premier League back then, mate. we weren't even top flight back then, mate. We were probably. What year was Invincibles? Was Invincibles 2004 or 5?
6.
Earlier than that.
Or 3-4.
No, it was later than that.
Stewart is a massive Arsenal fan, by the way, everyone. He can't remember when they went the whole season unbeaten.
0-3-4.
0-3-4. Yeah, we were a championship side then, I think.
We weren't Premier League. Who the original Invincible team was?
Preston North End.
Hey, well done. Do you know when?
If anyone doesn't know that.
Do you know when?
That's kind of like They bang on about it a lot, didn't they? When you were invincible.
1879.
No.
Ah,
88, 89.
yeah, too early.
Because say 79. 79's a bit early, isn't it?
Right. So Stephen, because you got that wrong, mate, over to you.
I've got loads.
Good.
So I'll start out with some of the suggestions I got from other people. So River Plate, heavyweight, because they got the stripe the wrong way. It's horizontal instead of sash.
Okay.
Trevor Spencer used to work for Subbuteo, said any version of Newcastle, but I know for a fact he's a massive Sunderland fan, so I'll discard that one.
Okay.
Shane
I think he's just jealous. I think he's just jealous that Newcastle got pretty much their own reference and Sunderland didn't for quite a while.
No, they didn't.
They used to get lumped under Ref 4 or Ref 9.
But he only came in. He came in sort of lightweight era, didn't he? Mostly, so he probably fixed that around then. Shane says Ajax Ref 56 because of the tiny little red stripe. I like this one. We had an argument on Twitter about this. Calum, I quite like that Ajax one, even with the thin stripe. I just think that's fine.
It's a beautiful looking kit. It is a lovely looking kit, but it's just wrong, isn't it? And the socks, technically, for the era of kit that was, they're wrong as well. Them black socks were a lot earlier than the era that Subbuteo bought it out on.
Yeah, that's
the black socks. One. But then again, the black socks are beautiful.
Right?
I think
it's nice.
It is nice. It looks nice, but it's just not bright, is it? It's the same with Birmingham 101. They never got that the right width when they did that either.
So there's a few other suggestions as well. Because I've just tweeted about this, so I'm getting some in as we're talking. I'll keep chipping in.
Oh, this is beautiful. As we are talking, we've got results coming in.
And that just shows you the fan base that you have.
Fan base.
You can do that.
I got one comment.
I can definitely tell that Stu hasn't seen the tweet yet, but Conrad says the 1999 United special box set home kit looks nothing like the actual kit they had. It's Mr. Trick there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that one too much.
Oh, it does. Is he talking about the away kit?
Well, no, because then somebody's replied and said, in fact, he replied. Oh no, someone replied and said Shane again, and the green away kit when it's a navy blue shirt.
Yeah, that might be the one. Give me a second. I'm gonna maybe break everything, but I'll get it and show you because I've got that box set up there.
So while we're talking,
did they get their own box set then? Man United.
They got like the United theme ball and all sorts of crap.
I've seen the ball. Yeah,
it's where the red fence comes from, isn't it?
So the kit in there is wrong, is it?
Daz Clark is basically Calum's burner account because he said 99% of the overrated lightweight figures could qualify spindly little ugly players with Dippy Beatles haircuts. So thanks, Calum's account.
That's the Man United away.
Daz is quality. Daz is the one doing a few bits of work for me.
I can't see it.
Yeah, it's very dark, but I'll have to look that up. I'll have to have a look at that. Okay, so are we saying then?
Is it not?
Yeah, that was a bit of... Oh, yeah, that's
better. It does look a bit green, doesn't it? Wow.
Yeah. But the Man United ever get that colour?
Gary, you've been grounded. 771. Couldn't see my players in the crowd. I think that's the United grey kit, isn't it?
That's clever.
But then he's also come back with a very controversial one. 738 Fluminense. He says it reminds him of deck chairs or seaside candy.
738.
Man.
Rock candy.
Yeah. No, you know what?
That's controversial.
It's not.
Fluminense is one of the greatest looking kits in the world.
You say 738? Oh, that's not that one. I don't
738,
know.
Yeah.
I would actually argue. I would argue against the United away, that grey kit. In Subbuteo, it's beautiful. For some, it's really well done. It's really
nicely
well
translated
done.
To it, isn't it? Yeah. Did they ever do the England grey kit in Subbuteo? I don't remember.
Yeah, Hasbro version.
Oh, great. So my choice, I went through loads because I was like, you could pick a good kit that Subbuteo did wrong or badly, which would be River Plate or Ajax, which have been mentioned. But I don't think that's enough to qualify it as a bad kit. I just think that's it. I quite like that about Subbuteo that they made those mistakes. And back to my criteria, if you hadn't already guessed.
I love it. I love it.
You love your criteria. You're going to have to give us the criteria first.
The thing is with Stephen's criteria is he will never beat his original criteria. He had so many, his originalness criteria had to be an original Subbuteo team, had to be this, had to be that. And whereas now, you don't stick to that same criteria. Maybe you are, actually. Maybe you are.
Well, no, I mean, there are lots and lots of Subbuteo kits that are completely pointless and should never have been made because they're just so close to existing kits.
Okay, yeah.
Well, so I've used one example, which is 289 Calum, which obviously wasn't going to be in high demand anyway. It's a red shirt, white shorts, white socks, red base.
Yeah. Okay, but it's got no trim on it, has it? It's a trimless shirt.
No, but come on, that's ridiculous.
It's pretty much for F1, isn't it?
It's just you don't need a reference for that team. Like it's for Calum, you don't need a reference.
Well, then in the same breath, then you don't need a 119 because it's essentially the same thing.
So 289. It's more I think it's meant to be Barnsley first, isn't it?
Well, that's what I mean. There's lots like that I just think shouldn't have been made. The point
they did it a lot. The later they got in the heavyweight reference numbers, I was doing it for the posters. There's a lot of blue, white, like blue shirt, white shorts, white socks variations that just seem a little bit pointless, and they did do it a lot with the red as well. So I see where you've gone with that one, Stephen.
And then there's another set of pointless ones that they made, which are exactly the same as other references with like a dot on. So Zurich 118, 113. It's just Israel, a white kit with a blue dot. And I actually put this in the Facebook.
Blue dot,
I actually put this in the Facebook group, and Jason Christopher said I think he thinks he mentioned that to me when I interviewed him, so I might have got that from him subliminally. But I think that's a bad kit because that's plus it can be faked so easily. I think that's
and it has been many times. But will you ever be able to find out? Probably not.
No. And then two more that I was thinking of. There's also really good kits just done fairly accurately, but just really badly, and they just don't translate really well to Subbuteo. And I think the worst one of that is 543 New York Cosmos. That is such a disappointing team.
I can't see that at the moment, so I'll just have to take your word for it.
It's just white with a little bit of trim, but when you look at the La Legenda Cosmos, it's so much better. But then even that
is it the one with the double? Is it on the double color collar?
Yeah.
Was it based
is that not one of the most?
The one that's actually got.
Is that not one of the most expensive kits?
Yeah. It's really rare, but I just think it's really underwhelming. It doesn't look very good, and Cosmos kits are famous for being really, really nice to look at. It just doesn't translate very well in Subbuteo, I don't think.
I think that one's actually quite classy. It's a bit like a Leeds kit. Didn't you
have the Cosmos in your original short list for your best kits? I vaguely remember you putting it forward for your best kit.
Oh, well,
that's why I'm arguing for
it. Fair enough, mate.
I've taken against that.
Boys, at least we're consistent with something, eh?
And then finally, I think I've got to choose a lightweight because I chose lightweight as the best kit. I think it's only fair that I choose a lightweight as the worst kit. And I was very, very close to picking the Bruce Banana
QPR 666.
I don't know that. The Arsenal Bruce Banana it doesn't look anything like it.
I'm leaving. I'm gone.
It's one of the most popular kits ever made. It's really poorly done.
What's he's had on that?
It's so poorly done. It's
really
just a yellow kit with weird little triangles on.
Are you still talking about Arsenal?
No.
He's decorated his living room.
The Arsenal kit itself is amazing. That's why the Subbuteo one is so disappointing. It doesn't look anything like it. It's just
all right. Let's just quickly cover that. Let's just cover that Arsenal kit, right? Is it actually an amazing kit, or is it what they achieved wearing that kit that makes it an amazing kit?
Did we win the league? We won the league. That was it.
But
I don't think we won the league with that kit.
I'm not even an Arsenal fan. That kit's awesome.
No, the kit is, but the Subbuteo team isn't.
It was a template kit, wasn't it? Essentially, that was an Adidas template, but Arsenal were the most famous team to wear that template. It's very similar to Holland '88.
All kits were templates then, weren't they?
So Holland '88 is a template kit, but everyone associates that pattern with Holland '88 rather than.
That's why you get the famous sort of Denmark kit, but you also get the Villa and Southampton versions because
it's
a whole.
But yeah, so is the kit actually that aesthetically good looking, or is it just because it's become like an iconic cult kit to the players and the things they did wearing that kit that made it?
So many kits are good because of who wore them and what happened in them. That I think that adds to.
Arsenal didn't win anything in 91-92 when we wore it. So, and then in 93 we won the League Cup and the FA Cup. We done the cup double, but in both of the games we wore the home kit. We wore our home kit.
So why does everyone love that kit so much then?
Because it
class looking.
Look. very 90s. It's very 90s.
It is very 90s, yeah.
And that is what it is. It's of its time. It's a class.
But I don't dislike it either, by the way. I don't dislike it. I do think it's a really cool kit. But my point I'm sort of trying to get at is, aesthetically, when it first came out, would it have been seen as, that's a beautiful kit?
No, it wasn't at the time.
Yeah, so it's looked back on. So very similarly, I hate that Man United zebra absolute abomination, right? Because I feel like there's a few kits like it. The Inter Milan fourth shirt is horrendous, but they bring these kits out to try and be the instant classic already. So they're trying to be that Arsenal bruised banana shirt or the Holland 88 shirt, but be it now.
You can't do it.
For me, like, I just don't fit, especially when kits change so often now. Like you said, you wore that kit for 3 years you had that away kit for?
Yeah, 2 seasons.
Yeah, so 2 full seasons. Now that away kit's going to last a year, and then it's gone, and they're going to bring out another one, probably equally as ridiculous.
And United ruined that in the 90s. It used to be home kit would get released every 2 years, away kit every 2 years, and they'd alternate, wouldn't they? But then Man United in the 90s just had kit after kit after kit, and then everyone else jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, and now everyone does it. Everyone does it.
It's a shame.
With the exception, actually, I think AFC Wimbledon don't. I feel like they're one of the few clubs that run on a 2-year cycle.
Fair enough.
And they are one of the few teams. They're one of the few teams at like any level, even down as low as like Eastleigh. They change their kit every year, and they're like Vauxhall Conference South or whatever it is.
It used to be good. It used to be good when the team brought out their new kit in the cup final day. Anyone remember that?
I always remember Tottenham doing that in '91.
And then you have something to look forward to the whole summer. I remember
Shoot
magazine. I remember buying Shoot magazine, and then always waiting on the new kits to come out every episode or every copy every week. And then you were like, the new kit, the new United kit's out. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But then
Everton in '95 actually had the next season's home kit. I had to keep the previous season's sponsor, and they actually sold them. So there's a rare '95 Everton kit that you can buy that has got NEC as the sponsor, but is the kit that the season after Everton dropped NEC and got Dankro. It's got like the cup final thing and all that. Yeah.
I remember Everton being on Watchdog once for something to do with a Danker.
The 1-to-1. No, it was the 1-to-1
and it had a Danker sponsor underneath it.
No, it was the 1-to-1 kit had 3 little stripes next to the sponsor, and they were the wrong way around compared to the player. Someone noticed the fan kits with the different.
I'm sure I remember seeing it on Watchdog once.
You're right. There was a sponsor. If you peeled it off, it had the old sponsor on it. They ironed it over it. Yeah, I don't know what it was on Watchdog. I remember.
Are you sure it wasn't the 1-to-1 thing? Because that was in all that 1-to-1 stuff.
I don't remember the 1-to-1 with the 3 stripes, but I do remember Anne Robinson getting out, and she had one of the shirts on there, and it was like, I think basically they had the shirt and then they flipped it inside out, and you could see Danker still written underneath.
Classic 90s Everton.
It's classic anyone. A lot of teams probably did it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a madness.
I miss getting a catalogue, like a club catalogue, come through that had all the kits in it. There was no internet back then to look at. So you would get a catalogue. A bit like a Subbuteo catalogue, really, but you'd get the catalogue, you'd open it up and it'd have all the players in the home kit.
The shell suit.
All the players in the away kit, and then you turn it over and it'd have them in like leisure wear. Leisure wear. Like, I'd love to see them catalogues now. Like,
I used to
look jumper.
I used to look forward to the new K's catalogue.
What was that?
K's catalogue or Little Woods?
Catalogue?
What's K's?
Use your imagination.
That's what I'm asking you.
There was no internet.
Okay. All right. Watsie's gone there again. But that's another thing. We're totally off.
Laundry. Into the laundry. I wasn't
this is why you're getting the TikToks, Watsie. This is why you're getting the TikToks.
Yeah, this is why you're getting those TikToks. You're saying, I don't know why I'm getting all these. Because your phone, Watsie knows you, brother. Your phone knows you. So this is another thing, right? Talking about the kits, like the buzz you used to get when a new kit came out, right? Whereas now they're leaked so early.
Yeah.
The buzz just goes. Like, you go on the internet, it's like, new Arsenal kit leaked. Here it is. You don't get that buzz anymore. Like that anticipation, like, when's new shirt day? When's new shirt day? Are we going to wear it? Last home game of the season. Are we going to do this? Whereas now it's like, I see it.
Imagine. It winds me up, right? So for years, Arsenal were Adidas kit. Then we were Nike kit, and now we've gone Puma, then Adidas. Adidas are making kits based on Nike kits.
Yeah.
And that, I cannot get my head around it. So they're doing a kit, this kit's inspired by this season's kit. And I'm like, so Adidas have looked at a Nike kit and gone, let's base that kit on that. I cannot, honestly, my mind does not comprehend it at all.
The best kits is when the Adidas are down the arm. It's even sticking them down the side of the shirts now. That takes away the Adidas. The stripes, the 3 stripes in the arm is the whole thing about Adidas.
I have saw some wicked kits that I've given Umbro have pulled out a limited edition set of kits. So, you can get, at the moment, you can get the 1990 England kit, but it doesn't have the Umbro badge on it. Because they haven't got the deal. Umbro have released that shirt with, obviously, their own Umbro on it. Instead of having the 3 lions on it, it's got the New Order World in Motion badge from the song.
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah.
Sold out in a day. Gone.
Did you get one?
Seen it.
I tried to give it to my missus. Said, look, my birthday, get me one. Couldn't get one of them. But I then scrolled down. Factory Records?
Yeah.
Vaguely,
they've done 3 kits with Umbro, and they look awesome. They've got the little thing with a guy finger in his ears, and it just says factory across it, like yellow and black, like a hacienda. They look so cool. You boys don't sound impressed.
Not that bothered. George, mate. Not bothered. Have you seen the new? So that England 1990 sky blue shirt they've rebought out. Score Draw have done it.
Yeah.
They bought out a blackout shirt, and for me, blackout shirts are the most pointless pieces of crap fashionista kit stuff I can think of in my life. Blackout kits are pointless.
I won't buy
absolutely pointless. But
it's not right.
People lap them up.
It's not got Umbro on it. It's not right. It's not fully.
Well, for me, irrelevant. If it had Umbro, it'd still be crap.
Oh yeah, because it's that 3 red, white, and blue.
Because blackout kits are pointless.
Callum, you should do you should do blackout Subbuteo kits. Just paint a player entirely black and just paint.
I could just paint a kit and then just paint over it in black.
Say it's a really rare ref. Just say it's a rare ref and blackout.
So
I could paint a bruised banana, right, and then water down black, and then just paint over it in black and go, it's blackout kit now.
Human race.
Yeah. Human race. Oh,
let's not get him started. Before I get him started, Stephen, go on. So what are you?
Okay. I've got 2 more things to mention. One's my actual choice, and one's just a quick one, which is I always think as well that a lot of the kits around '94 were really disappointing because they didn't have the proper. Some of them did. The Adidas, the Bayern Munich one with the blue and red, and the Liverpool one, that sort of thing. But teams like Romania, which had a really iconic kit, they just didn't do it. So instead, they did a ref. I can't remember what it is. The Romania ref 718 Romania, but it's boring. So. That's a bad kit because they missed out on it.
Did they have the big 3 like the Bayern Munich Adidas? But they didn't. The Subbuteo didn't do it like that.
No.
The famous World Cup '94 team did.
They just did that.
Why did Romania not do that? I'm looking at Romania. Why didn't they do the Adidas?
I don't know.
Well,
lazy probably.
The actual team did. So yeah, I don't like those. My actual choice is probably a bit controversial, but I think it's a. What's your scroll over? Anyway, it's a good kit done really.
I think issue 1 of the Subbuteo magazine just fell over. Just out of interest, where can you pick one of them?
The last surviving copy.
Is that the last copy?
Yeah,
I've got a box of it under the desk.
So there is Stephen literally picking one up.
No, just a sec.
For anyone out there who's not got a copy of the Hobby magazine, there's 1 copy left. You head towards the north. West of England, around somewhere.
Loads of them.
Please, everyone, mate.
Yeah.
On your door.
That's just brought the price down. We could have started drip feeding. We could start drip feeding them out. Exclusive, warehouse find, original copy, rare, must look, found in a loft, dusty.
Must look.
They are being sent to people. So my choice is actually quite controversial. So I need to get the record of it. So. Again. So
don't say 732, please. Don't say 732.
This is one where the heavyweight and the lightweight are both pretty bad, but the lightweight is much worse. 273 Boa Vista, Portugal.
Ooh,
Portugal. Oh yeah, the lightweight is. The heavyweight is crap. I do 100% agree. It's awful. It's got 5 dots on it. It's got 5 dots on it. Oh, it's so bad.
This is Boa Vista, if you have a Google of the actual kit that they wear, it's beautiful. It's just like a chessboard, it's black and white, and check pattern.
La Legenda one, didn't they? Which looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does. And the heavyweight kit is just 5 dots, so it looks like a dice.
Yeah.
And it's just like dot circles, but they're hand painted, so doing checks is unless you're somebody like Calum or Watsie.
Yeah, I know, but they still could have done a better job than that. So I forgot about Boa Vista. It's so bad.
But then
so bad.
I mean, I have seen 2 lightweight versions of it. One of them looks okay. I don't know, if Subbuteo fixed it, but there is a lightweight version. I think the later lightweight version, the Hasbro one,
that's 4 of them.
Hundreds of little dots, and it just looks absolutely
but
terrible.
I tell you what else is wrong with Boa Vista is Andre, Hybrid Man, messaged me. Their kit never had white shorts. They always wear black, and Subbuteo always did them in white.
So it not only is the kit completely wrong, it's really badly done.
Do you know what, Stephen? You might have my vote already. You might have it. Honestly, I agree with you. It's awful. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's a wasted opportunity. It's wrong in the first place. It's badly executed. Even when they had the technology to do more detailed kits, they got this so badly wrong. And it's such a letdown when you see that kit. You realise they've done a version of Subbuteo. And the final bit of criteria is it's still really, really expensive. So you're buying something that's a bit crap just because it's rare, but it's crap. So that's my worst case.
In its defense, there is a cycling kit that is similar to it, and it was a Peugeot kit, but it was one of the most iconic cycling kits in the world. So I quite like it.
Now you've said that. Now you've said cycling. It looks like a jockey's outfit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a horse racing.
In fact, while we're talking about blackout kits, Ref 272 Academica, which is next to Boa Vista on my list here, is a completely black kit. So it's a Subbuteo blackout kit.
Yeah. It is a Subbuteo blackout kit, right? Yeah.
Oh, they are together.
But yeah, so Boa Vista, I even looked it up because when he told me, I was like, that's mad. I even looked it up. So on my posters, they've got black shorts because he was like, Boa Vista never wore white shorts. It's always black. It's always been black. And it's true, they've always been black. So I don't know where. It's another one of them. So Subbuteo got the wrong information originally and then never changed it. It always made them with white shorts. Always. And it's wrong.
And it's wrong.
And it's wrong.
It's very wrong.
So we have
who's left? Me and Stu.
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah,
you go first, Calum, because I've lost one of my bookmarks has fallen out, and I don't know what one it's fallen out from.
Okay. So I tried to come at this not necessarily in terms of it being a bad kit, because I think, especially when you come to lightweights, 9 times out of 10, they're just trying to recreate an actual shirt. And if it looks rubbish, it's probably the actual shirt that's also rubbish. So I tried to sort of think about, I missed Boa Vista, and this is why I think, I don't matter what I say now, I know I'm probably going to go there. But so there's certain kits that irritate me that they're wrong and they shouldn't be wrong. So Santos, I can let go because it was ages ago. Santos were in Brazil. They just kind of guessed or made a mistake or whatever.
The ultimate cock up, that one as well, when it's so bad.
River Plate was a massive wind up as well.
That's the Zaire kit.
Yeah. So River Plate is a massive one for mine as well, because again, River Plate have never worn a banded shirt. So where did they get that from? Like, where did that error even come from?
Do you think somebody just rang someone back in England and they just phoned them and said, "Oh, it's white with a red stripe"?
Argentina's another one which gets me. How do you get it wrong and then keep getting it wrong? Even when they went into lightweights and zombies, they still got it wrong. They were doing royal blue stripes, and it's like, how do you get that so wrong for so long? So there's that one. There's other little minor ones, like Arsenal's kit. Like, they chose a sock combination they wore like for one season, and then they wore one for like decades after, and they didn't change it.
Also, the Everton kit with blue socks is wrong.
No, they did change it. Reference 232, they changed it.
Yeah, eventually, but that's what I mean. But like, they left 16 for a long, long time, and they chose a sock combination that wasn't like quintessentially that team.
I don't think they did it just to be Arsenal, though. It wasn't just Arsenal, was it?
Yeah, but it is, isn't it?
No, but it is also another side. I can't remember who it is now, but it is another
Rotherham, side. Probably. Rotherham gets lumped under 16
sometimes. St. Pat's Athletic? as well.
Then Pat gets put under there as well. Yeah,
that's the reason.
So 169 Luton is another one that grinds my gears. It's a beautiful kit, right? But it's navy and not black. And for me, there's no excuse for that. Luton's in England. You know what I mean? Like, that should never have happened. There's no excuse for that. You could have sent somebody to Kenilworth. You could have sent someone to Kenilworth Road and gone.
Do they share the kit with somebody else?
No, they didn't share the kit with anyone.
There are enough amazing Luton kits in Subbuteo that they're probably not too fussed about that one.
There are some really, really good ones. And like I say, 169 is still really, really good looking, but it was never black.
You're telling us about what winds you up for it being wrong. What look?
Yeah, and that's what makes it. That's what makes, for me, that's what I was trying to come at it like.
Okay.
I think like there's not, most kits are based on real shirts, so I can't criticise it as being the worst Subbuteo kit because actually it was just trying to be a recreation of a crap shirt.
Calum, what are your thoughts on kits where they've done a stripe instead of a sponsor? So like Paris FC did the white stripe or the orange stripe instead of a sponsor, and obviously the Subbuteo FC kits as well.
Yeah, they were so bad at painting them that it just looks like part of the kit, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's made it a cool looking kit. Like Paris FC looks really cool with that band across it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of made it something a little bit different. It's nothing to do with the actual kit. But again, that's all to do with like reference material. The Subbuteo FC one, like, you know, that was a kit they made up. That should never have been wrong. But then they didn't do sponsors, did they really? They could have made it an oval, I suppose, rather than a whole band. So do you know what? I'm going to throw I went through all those and I thought, actually, do you know what one really winds me up? I'm going to throw it at Hasbro. I've mentioned it before, and the reason I'm going to do it is that I just think it's plain lazy when you had all that technology to create a kit to be the right colours. I don't know what reference number it is. It's the Walker's Chris Leicester City kit.
I love that. He said that to wind me up because he knows I want it.
No, I love that kit, and I have one, and I've actually painted over mine, so mine's no longer original. But the badge irritates me.
What's wrong
like
with it?
Crazy.
So what's wrong with it?
The badge is red.
631.
Leicester's badge has never been red, never was red, has never contained any red. It was just like they went, we've got the red paint in the machine for the sponsor. We'll just
what? That is it. You're right. That is why.
And it's so lazy. They could just change it to yellow. If it had been yellow, no dramas. Absolutely no dramas at all.
That is such a minor reason to pick a kit as the worst.
Yes, but it's probably, the thing is, it's probably not the only kit that's done it either. I don't have a lot of lightweights, but I know I've got that Walker's Leicester, and it's one of them kits that as a Leicester fan I love because we didn't get our own reference number until 192, and then we had the pinstripey one, which was lumped under a couple of other teams. So that Walker's kit is like just ours. And I look at it, and every time I look at it as an original, I'm like, it's just so lazy.
Looking through these Hasbros, it doesn't. It's weird. So Blackburn, they have red in their badge, don't they?
A little bit, yeah.
But there's no other red on their kit at all. On their Hasbro figure, they don't have a badge.
Do they not?
They've not got a badge at all. So you can tell they didn't want to put the red in the machine for that one. So for that Leicester, they just had a bit of red because
they had the red in there for the Walkers logo and went, should we just use that? Yeah.
But no one else. Liverpool have got a red badge. Sorry, Liverpool have got a white outline for a badge. Man United have just got a black outline for a badge. No one's got multiple colours.
Man City's was just a navy circle, wasn't it?
Can't see.
I think this was maybe pre-Hasbro days.
Newcastle, the one with the brown L star. That
the blue star, yeah.
It's got the yellow oval and then the blue star in the middle, so they got that right.
Yeah, put more effort into Newcastle, didn't they?
Chelsea's got a little bit in its badge as well.
Yeah, like I say, it just irritates me because I just think like hand painting stuff. Like people can make mistakes. You're copying stuff. You can get things wrong. You can overpaint areas. I get it, but for me, if you're using a machine and a computer to program them kits, there shouldn't be mistakes like that. And it's my team. Because it's my team as well, and it's one of the few lightweights I still have, except for I've got like in England and Argentina, like the Adidas Liverpool, the black shorts, the green and white one. I've got that still from when I was a kid. Like that team, because I had it, and it was like, this is us. And I look at it now, and I'm like, for God's sake, it's not right, is it? It's just lazy. But it's not going to win because I'm voting Boa Vista anyway. So unless Stewart, unless Stu pulls an absolute worldy out right now, Stephen. I feel like Ferguson.
Right. You want to hear mine?
I changed mine to Glasgow Rangers.
Well, it's funny you say that because when I went on the internet and asked everyone, so Finger Flicking Good, who's just finished his podcast, I think that was the last episode.
Yeah,
very good. Really good.
He said Rangers, nothing to do with the kit, just not a Rangers fan.
On that, did Rangers ever get a heavyweight?
Yeah, it must have done.
Technically,
I'm looking at 2 Rangers.
Depends if you count France, I suppose.
Yeah, France, Portsmouth. Yeah, maybe.
655 is coming up as not Rangers, and it is. And
53.
149.
53. 53 is not Rangers.
Portsmouth and Rangers.
It's definitely not Rangers. That's ridiculous. What's
149 coming up as?
That's what these boys have said.
Stuart?
What is 149?
Sorry?
149.
149.
Rangers.
149 is France, isn't it?
149. I'm looking in heavyweight. 149.
Yeah.
Oh, this is lightweight.
One after Monaco.
Portsmouth, Wraith Rovers, Scotland.
Yeah. Scotland?
Yeah, apparently. But it's multiple sides, isn't it? Yugoslavia. So, anyway.
It was Yugoslavia, yeah. But yeah, so Celtic obviously got 25, and it's like, that's nailed on. That's Celtic, 100%, no doubt. But Rangers is not 53. Not in a million years. Not having that. That's wound me up as well now. You told me that. That's wound me up.
If you could go back in time, you would go back, wouldn't you, to Tunbridge Wells and just have it out with them. No. It's wrong.
I'd be in there correcting all the kits, but that's wrong. That's lazy.
Taking all the joy out of Subbuteo.
On the fact that you were saying earlier, Stephen, about kits that are essentially the same thing. Like 154 England? Is it the one with the navy shorts? 154? 153. I want to say 154 England. It's very close to West Germany. 154, right? Kits. It's down as being England.
It's because he's got the arm.
No. This is about kits that look the same. So 154 England and where is it? They brought out a later one, like Umbro, like some Norwegian side, and it's exactly the same, except the shorts are black. But Stewart, navy and black are essentially the same colour. So it just looks like the exact same kit.
That was an issue with the UK team, which I wrote about recently.
In fact,
the shorts are meant to be blue, but they came out black.
Okay.
Yes.
If only they
navy blue.
Your YouTube channel back in the day, Calum, they could have got some advice on paints.
They could have done, yeah. I could have sorted them right out, mate.
30 years late, mate.
If I ran the studio hand painting division, no one would work there. They'd all quit.
It also cost a fortune for a team.
Yeah. It would. Anyway, sorry, mate. It just reminded me about kits that look the same as others, like those two, just like think it's the same thing.
So
anyway, sorry, Stu, go.
Back to what I said. So how is DC Comic Frames? Didn't really say anything. He said, any clue as to who these are that I've got on my wall, and then sent me a picture of a load of players. So I don't know if he's saying they're bad or good.
Okay. Do you know who they are?
Well, there's loads. This is just a reference. Pretty much.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't know if they're new. It's that sort of thing. So, all
right, okay.
Yeah. So, someone said 456 Arsenal green blue was terribly painted, and I'll come back to that one in a bit maybe. 378. Same guy, Mike Black, cab driver, said 378 Coventry was fantastically translated on my purchase. I think he liked it, is what he's saying now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then down.
What is 378? What is 378?
378 is not in this book. 378.
It's not Talbot T, is it? What's Talbot T? That's a lovely kit.
378 is.
Yeah, that's Talbot.
Is it
Talbot T? Yeah, to be fair, that kit is absolutely beautiful. Such a good kit.
As well, though, isn't there?
I believe there is, yeah.
The machine print's better. A lot better.
Oh, in fairness, the machine print is
crisp.
Beautiful.
So crisp.
Yeah.
And
very, very good kit.
Dal May said Sheffield United, and that was it. I don't know what reference. He just said
Sheffield Wednesday fan by any chance?
Is he?
Sheffield United.
They had a pinstripe one, didn't they?
He's from Sheffield, so it would make sense.
He's a Wednesday. He's upset because they got relegated in the weekend.
Yeah, he's a Wednesday fan. So that was on Twitter. Let's see if people on Instagram said anything. Nope. People on Facebook.
Has anyone stitched the TikTok with a reply, mate?
I didn't have time. Didn't have time to get it on there. I asked on Facebook as well. and they're probably just all too busy having a row somewhere to.
We said we weren't. We said
we're not
we
going
said we
down
weren't.
there. We're not going down that road.
We said we weren't going down that road today.
Yeah, sorry.
But while you're down that road,
Hang on. No, hang on. I'm going to come back real quick. Then we can't go down it.
Watsy's been on the homebrew wine again. He wants an argument.
We've had one comment on Facebook. Jason Christopher just said any kit's a lightweight.
Fair enough.
Whoa, Jason Christopher.
Bad answer, Jason. Bad
Knobs.
The thing is, we can't criticise Jason because he gave us a free set of goals for the set. So whatever he says goes.
Good. I like Jason's work.
Delete his article out of the digital edition of issue 1. So.
The centrefold.
Just turn it into a lovely gallery of lightweight kits.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Jason, we love you.
Me too.
Right, so starting off. So when I was thinking about this earlier, before actually looking into it, I was thinking what kit's actually horrible. And do you know what I thought? Holland. Reference 13.
What?
It's just,
come on.
It's just orange. And like
it's Blackpool.
Blackpool.
What's wrong with you?
It's just
iconic.
The orange. It just you know what it is, right? It's not so much the kit. It just looks old and outdated.
But there is nothing you can say now that's going to bring me back.
Right,
you don't like. You're telling me
that's not your selection, is it?
No. It's
Ref 13. Yeah, but you considered it. The fact that you considered that as an option blows my mind. Ref 13.
Because
wow.
You're calling it Blackpool. Even if you look at Blackpool and Holland kits, right, are always a really bright orange colour. The orange on a heavyweight was just a bit dull and a bit 70s and a bit like.
They were making that paint out of like spit and chalk, mate.
It does look like the colour that my parents used to have all like plastic kitchen utensils from the 70s and that era. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, though, on that fact, Blackpool's kit is based on Holland. They took it from there.
Is it?
Because Blackpool used to wear stripes. And they wore a Belgian-based kit for a bit. They had a load of Belgian refugees over, so they changed their kit to like a red, black and amber kit for a season. And then they had a guy who I think was also a referee, and he refereed a game between Holland and someone else, and he fell in love with the kit, and he was also on the board at Blackpool, hence why they changed to orange, or tangerine, as it's known. Because they used to wear black socks for a bit as well.
Barcelona's kit is based on a public school near me in Crosby. Yeah, near Marine FC's ground. And Merchant Tables.
Yeah, not anymore because Barcelona just keep dicking around with their kits now, changing them to squares and just always dicking around Barcelona.
It was an old teacher from the school, took the rugby kit and went to work for Barcelona.
See, that's so cool. That's so cool.
In Juventus, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
anyway, now you've said you've thrown Ref 13 out there like some sort of hand grenade.
Oh yeah, I'm now going to throw out another one.
That's madness.
A lot of people
that is madness, isn't it?
Next kit, a lot of people love. Reference 329, England. Have a look.
That's the one.
I considered this one.
Heavyweight version.
Yeah, it's crap.
It's absolutely atrocious.
It's not even close. It's absolutely shocking.
Horrible.
It's so bad. Yeah, no, it is really bad.
I would agree that all England kits are horrible.
It's not because
sorry.
It's not because the kit was the weird crossover between more detailed kits and the movement from
they just couldn't get the red bit the right size. It's just
machine printed.
It's just minging.
And the thing is, they didn't create V-necks either, did they? So they made the V-neck with colour with like blue paint, didn't they? It is rubbish. It is rubbish. To be fair, if you'd have opened with that one, Stewart, you'd have kept me on side. I'll be honest with you.
I'm going to upset you again because.
But you opened with Ref 13, and I still can't get my head around it.
Earlier. Did someone say Fluminense earlier?
Fluminense, yeah.
Yeah. Did someone say I did have that as one of my picks? 299.
Okay.
What? You upset Calum again? Stop upsetting Calum. Are you trying to get a fake here?
Wait a minute. What's wrong with 299?
It's just the green and the is it purple?
It's maroon parrot.
It just doesn't. Yeah, it looks like someone's been sick on it.
You are having a bubble.
I'm not saying the kids.
I mean, what I will give you, what I will say, I will say, it doesn't have the white pinstripes, which it should have.
That's the problem with it. It's got two colours that don't go next to each other. In real life, that's big enough to be separated. It's just too small to get it.
That's not. I can paint that kit, but That kit's beautiful. Nah, I'm not having that either. No, you're definitely gone. Whatever, doesn't matter what you say.
These are my considerations. Now I'm going to sound like a hypocrite on my next one.
Go on.
Norwich City 772.
No. Which one's that?
The bird poo kit.
Oh, I just hand painted that. Yeah.
Because
that's pretty much my favourite Subbuteo kit.
The reason I sound like a hypocrite is because it's a bit similar to the bruised banana in design, isn't it? On Subbuteo.
No.
On Subbuteo.
Oh, I don't know. On Subbuteo it might be. Yeah.
It's better executed than the bruised banana.
Well, it was a consideration. And then, have you ever seen the Fort Lauderdale Strikers kit? 550.
Nah, it's lightweight. No.
It's yellow, orange, and black.
Okay.
It's like a rugby kit.
Yes, exactly that. It's disgusting.
I quite like that.
Is it? Oh, actually, is it a hoops kit? Is it a hoops shirt?
Yeah.
That's a cool kit. Is it George Best that played for Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Did Bestie go out there?
And Gordon Banks. It just doesn't look very nice. Stephen,
that's a cool kit.
On the pitch,
you're just looking at an argument tonight. You're looking confused.
This
is not. This is nothing.
I might have noticed something on that kit. On the third stripe down, it looks like it's got text printed on it.
It might have strikers written on it.
Yeah, it does have strikers written on it.
In which case, then I completely change that because that is cool to actually get that text.
Yeah, I quite like that.
The actual kit's decent as well. You are having a bubble. It's not often that me and Watsie agree on anything either. I feel like we're not.
He's trying to get a whole fake one. He's trying to get a
me and Watsie have just
Here's my pick. Here's my pick. Arsenal 456, the green and blue.
Oof.
Okay, go on.
It's just not very nice.
Is it the Subbuteo version of, or the actual shirt?
The Subbuteo version of it. It's just not very nice. It's just the.
Joe, is it? Joe, mate, have you a photo of it?
Sorry?
Have you a photo of it?
Yeah. I don't know what the light's like.
What ref was it again?
456. It's just not very nice.
It's not.
It's It's just not very nice. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like a goalkeeper's kit.
Yeah. It looks like one of those kits you get in like job lots that kids paint themselves.
See what it looks like. It looks like the type of kit I would make on Kickoff 93. Because I could change the colours of the arms and change the colours. Like, that do and that. Yeah, it's just. So that's my pick, Arsenal. And I bet no one thought I was going to say that. Arsenal.
So you and Calum have both went for your own teams.
Yeah.
It's a good thing Everton only do beautiful kits. Otherwise, I'd be joining it.
You can't say Ref 2 though, can you?
That's not Everton.
Yeah, it'd be 1-1. Everton's 119, isn't it? First one. Everton's 119. Okay. I say we got lumped in with Everton as a 119. We got lumped in with 135, and we didn't actually get our own reference number till 192.
So
saying that the kit with the sash is really bad, but that's the kit more than the Subbuteo team. Okay.
So we've got the four worst kits: are Hearts 483, Boa Vista 273, Leicester 63134, and Arsenal 456.
See, the reference numbers it has were crap as well, aren't they? How long was that reference number?
Yeah, there's no need for it.
Jesus Christ.
There's no need for it.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
No, Watsie, what are you saying? What's the worst? Boa Vista, Leicester, or Arsenal away?
I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between... I don't want to go with... Because I know everybody's going to go Boa Vista. I know everybody's going to go Boa Vista. And I like the Boa Vista.
Well, Stephen,
not because I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know where Stu's going to go, to be honest with you.
I'll go Arsenal.
4-5-6. Winning. All right, that's the end of the show.
Because of the colour. I know what's going to win it, but...
Don't they say green should never be seen, or is that other colours?
Blue should never be seen.
Blue and green should never be seen, or something like that, or is that other colours?
It is blue and green, but you can make blue and green work.
No, my mum said blue and green should never be seen.
Westwood Foss kits, mate, are blue and green. It's one of Westwood Table Soccer's primary colours, blue, green and white.
My mum said blue and green should never be seen. You called my mum a liar.
on this occasion, mate, I am. Because if she's brought you up to believe that Ref 13 Blackpool is a horrible kit, then I'm sorry, mate.
I could think of two quite nice blue and green kits off the top of my head. Leeds away in the early 90s had a really nice one.
The one they tried to replicate this season.
Yeah, with the Thistle Hotels, was it?
Yeah, that's a proper sponsor, isn't it?
And then Ajax around the same time had an absolutely lovely away kit, which Dave tried to replicate this season as well.
Do you know what? I could never think of an Ajax away ever. I just don't think I've ever seen Ajax using the away kit.
They do some really nice ones.
Well, in the European Cup final in '73, they wore all red. They had a black one, so a black version of the home kit in 1998. They won the Champions League in '95 in an away kit. It was navy and red.
Okay. So, Calum, you know what you're going to say, right? You're going to say Boa Vista.
Boa Vista, 100%.
Yeah, so that's boring. So that's out of the way. So we've got one for Boa Vista, one for Arsenal.
Stu, you go. Because I don't know where Stephen's going to go, but I want to know where you're going to go.
I don't like that maroon heart.
Yes,
but the reason I don't like it is I think more because the box I've got it in's a bit faded. But then,
all right, Tim, you've been spending too much time with Tim, mate.
But that Boa Vista is pretty ugly, isn't it? Especially when they've done such a good job on the La Legenda as well.
Yeah, but that was years later. You can't hold that against Subbuteo. That's not their fault.
It's tough,
if the Subbuteo version had come after the La Legenda version, then you could have that as a point. But
I'm only saying this: if you don't vote Boa Vista, it can't win.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. I genuinely don't actually care what wins and loses. Go
to Stephen. I want to hear what Stephen says.
Oh, he wants to be the drama. Look, he's got all big Billy Big Nuts. He wants to be the deciding vote, man. I show my rules.
I was going to be really honest, Stephen. If you would have said Boa Vista, I still would have gone with this. I've got to say that Arsenal one, it's really bad. I mean, to be fair, the Hearts one is bad. It's a bad colour, but the Arsenal kit's just an abomination. And I mean, I can't vote for the Leicester one because you don't like the colour of the badge. That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous, mate. Because the badge was never red. Leicester's badge has never been red. They went through the effort. They went through the effort to create the little shield that we put round our badge at that era, because a lot of teams did it. Man United had a little shield round it. They went through the effort to create the little shield and then went, we could. What's Leicester's badge? It's blue, white, and yellow. What should we do? Put a red blob in there, mate. Do you know what I mean? Somebody must have sat there. Somebody must have sat there in the programming room and gone, "It's not right, is it?" Yeah, but we can't. We're not changing it now, mate. We've got the red out for the Walkers logo. Just chuck it in there. No one will know. No one will care.
This was shortly after the time when Subbuteo did that advert for all the new team kits and put Notts Forest on it. So
yes,
its attention to detail wasn't exactly the strong point of that.
Because is it not on the Premier League kits advert?
It might be.
It might be that one. Yeah.
Badges on the advert.
Probably red.
Yeah.
If it's yellow or blue,
oh god, I really, really hope it is. Oh look, I found a really handy blog that's got them all listed.
Where is that? Where is that, Stephen?
Well, no, Leicester weren't in the Premier League on the one I'm looking at, which is on your site, actually. I might be looking on your site, I didn't realise.
To be honest with you, it doesn't surprise me. That we wore that kit in 1997. Well, we think we moved into that kit in 97, 98, possibly 96.
Hang on. Get your kit on. 96, 97. All the kits are around the edge. I got it. They didn't even put the badge on it.
Of course. Didn't even bother. What amazing. Do you know the amazing thing about that kit, though? Is the sleeve. It's like an American football shirt, that kit. The sleeves are so long.
They were in the 90s. That was what's so cool. Gianfranco Zola looked like he had his dad's kit on all season, didn't he?
He did.
Janino for Borough as well.
That's it, you know what I mean?
Oh, mate.
Players quit back there. They had a parachute on their back.
They did.
But anyway, so if I vote Arsenal finally wins something this year.
But you can't vote for Arsenal.
I can't vote for myself.
If you vote for anything but Boa Vista, then you win. Not that it matters. Like I say, I don't care. They're all pretty
so if I vote for Hearts, Arsenal win something.
Yeah.
If I vote Boa Vista,
it's a draw. If you vote for Leicester, Arsenal wins.
What happens if I vote Leicester?
Then Arsenal still wins because Watsie and Stephen both voted for it.
Right,
Don't tactically vote. Just vote on what you think's the worst, mate.
Boa Vista again. What name was Boa Vista? Sorry.
272, is it?
I've got 273
or 273. Yeah, 273.
I think the Arsenal kit's definitely more horrible than the Boa Vista kit.
Oh no, I'm
just
sorry,
to look,
definitely not.
Just to look at the catalogue.
I can't vote for it, though, can I?
To look at it, it is. But everything about that Boa Vista kit is terrible.
What? I'm going to say Boa Vista for me. Out of them,
Is that a draw?
Yeah,
they had so many chances to try and get it right, and they never did.
They did.
Right?
They never did.
They did it twice as a heavyweight and 4 times in a lightweight, and every time it looks wrong.
Do you know, it says here that on Peter Upton's site where I get all my knowledge from, the original lightweight machine print had the bigger squares, so that's the one that looked slightly better, and then they replaced it with a later machine print with the small squares, which is the one that looks terrible.
Yeah,
it is rubbish. It is rubbish. So what are we going to do then? Are we going to allow this? Are we going to allow this to go?
I do what impresses me though. What does impress me though is that of all the clubs to get a hash like that, sorry, I'm getting excited. When Hasbro did the Hasbro bases, they didn't make every side in the world. Like they didn't do that many, but they did Boa Vista. Boa Vista had a Hasbro base.
So the checkers are meant to be nice.
When the Hasbro, what was Hasbro era? Late 90s?
96 onwards, roughly, isn't it?
96 onwards. What sort of league finishes were Boa Vista having in the 90s? Were they decent? It might be because of that.
In this book in Italian, it says 2001 something, but other than that, I don't know what it says.
Were they decent? I do remember them as a team I would heard of, but obviously Porto, Benfica, Sporting, like the three.
So position in the 90s, they finished 4th, 3rd, 4th, 4th, 9th, 4th, 7th, 6th. All out.
Yeah, so they were sort of decent in the early sort of mid-90s. That might be why they did, because they were sort of a decent level.
Probably more importantly, they were regularly in the UEFA Cup.
Watsie, where you got? Watsie!
What's his
Yo!
last name?
He's got a phone call, hasn't he? So, we've got a tie, right? Boa Vista.
We have got a tie.
Boa Vista, Arsenal. No?
Yeah.
To the public?
To the public it goes, my friend.
The public vote. So, we leave it in the comments?
Yeah, comments. Yeah, comments in the video.
No, let us know in the comments. Very simple. What's worse? What's uglier? What offends your eyes the most? Boa Vista or Arsenal? So, Arsenal 456. Boa Vista was
273.
273 or 456. What one offends your eyes the most? Let us know. When we record the next episode of the Subbuteo Show in 2 weeks' time, we will announce the winner.
We will.
So, what will we do next week?
Maybe not next week, because I think we should do more on the actual game of table football as well, and non-Subbuteo accessories and stuff like that. But I think we should also do a stadium special at some point.
That's a good idea. No. We've done before. You know what we've done before? We've done non-Subbuteo figures. Why don't we do non-Subbuteo accessories?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we allowing for that? Like all the brand new 3D printed stuff? We can talk about that as well.
Prints?
I don't see any reason why not. It's a non-Subbuteo accessory.
Yeah, I suppose if it's sold as a product, then yeah, it's got to be in there, isn't it?
That's a lot of stuff to go through.
It is. I will try my hardest to get a proper look at some of that stuff. That's a deep one.
Everyone, let us know. Don't just let us know in the comments what the worst kit ever is.
The worst kit is, yeah.
Let us know as well what is the best non-Subbuteo accessory, because I'm looking now and I'm like, oh, this is tough. Is it the streaker set?
What did we even say was the best non-Subbuteo figure?
I don't think we
never actually
discussed them.
We just
done the worst, didn't we? We done the worst, didn't we?
We did the worst?
No, we done the worst Subbuteo accessory, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but we're on about we did an episode on non-Subbuteo, didn't we? But we didn't do any sort of voting system. We were just chatting about the different bits and pieces, weren't we? I think.
Well, it's a good episode that, because there's a lot of products out there. There's goals.
Oh yeah, have you seen the new
stadiums?
Was it you, Stephen, that put that picture up of these new metal goals and the angles of the corners are rounded?
Yeah, that's all these. Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is,
that's so disappointing.
That's the Astro base, and then I've got the BMs as well, which are brilliant, but sort of the same thing. I suppose it's easier to bend a bit of metal than attach 2 bits of metal.
Yeah,
but they're not as rounded. Them ones you've got there don't look as rounded. That picture you put up the other day,
they're not as bad. Yeah,
they're really
round. The
Astro-based
ones are really rounded. Are they not going to be the ones they use at like festive tournaments?
No, there'll be extreme works, I imagine. But yeah, they're all the same. Like, there's lots of different types, but they are pretty rounded, all of them.
Most of them are pretty rounded because, like you say, it's easier to bend them than it is to join them.
And the original Subbuteo goals had the same bend.
There you go.
The original
yeah, kind of.
There you go.
They weren't round. They weren't rounded though, were they?
Just following the. No, it is. No, it is. Look. Hang on. You look at the metal.
It's not rounded though, is it?
That's because but that's because they put the 2 bits of plastic on it.
It's still not rounded, mate. Not having that. That's total BS. Look how small that. Look how small that rounded though is. That rounded bit on
it gets bigger, doesn't it?
Might as well be a semicircle, mate, on them ones Stephen just put up.
Oh yeah, no, I know that, but I'm talking about on the rest of them, the rest of the metal ones.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is they're not as like, it doesn't look. It looks like a proper goal, whereas that rounded one doesn't look like a proper goal for me. I'm not having it. Talking about proper goals, Luke Thomas's volley today. Woo, what a ping that was!
See you later, lads. But he was at fault. He was at fault for the United goal.
He was. That United goal, we had about 3 or 4 chances to make a tackle there and we just failed miserably. And you just put it in.
Before we talk about football, should we say bye to everyone?
Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, go on. We'll say bye to everyone.
By the time this goes out, that goal will probably be forgotten.
Oh, that's a goal of the season contender, mate.
VAR have chalked it off.
A 19-year-old left back scores an absolute postage stamp volley from the angle, opposite side of the goal.
United reserves.
Well, look, if you've made it this far,
against Spain's number 1.
If you've made it this far and you've already seen that goal, let us know down in the comments and tell us that you've seen the goal and if you thought it was actually that good. Thank you, everyone.
Can you tell us what colour the badge on his kit was as well? Just
red.
Sure red.
And also,
thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for everyone for subscribing as well. We've grown a lot of subscribers recently as well. And we couldn't do it without everyone who sort of commented, liked, and shared the videos and that business discussed.
I'm sorry, they all were solo pairs.
We'll see you all in a couple of weeks. We'll be talking about the best non-Subbuteo accessory. That was quite hard to say. Boys, I'll catch you all later, yeah?
All right, yeah, no worries, mate.
See you guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Later. Sorry, solo guys.